So wordplay kills, because you would be trying to help somebody who purposely omit or purposely ignore something by saving humanity. Because if you associate humanity with all the people and mankind, then it's a good thing. But since we know that's not possible, it's only possible because wordplay exists, and therefore it tables, or it brings up for contentious debate something that's redundant because it's already stated in the word itself, if you just misunderstood the word itself. But that can just go on as long as it makes reasonable sense, primarily to women, because they're susceptible, because they're not brand specific. Appeal to reason affects them. So it might appeal to reason to save humanity, because that includes the human race and mankind and all of the people in it. But the word humanity means colored man, right? Which color translates to emotion, not skin color. You have become spirited, basically. And the spirit world is one of the lower levels, because like all the drunks and winos and vagrants on the street corner making noise late into the night, like that's the spirit world, right? All the angels are drunk. That's why sometimes if you help someone, maybe sometimes just listen to somebody. You don't have to help them with money, but just listen to somebody who is like a total derelict, like they're goofed up. Sometimes that can help tremendous or positive effects on your spellcraft, right? Spellcraft is not bad. It's only bad when you fuck it up. It's the bad spellcraft that has gone awry that people complain about. They would never have an issue with just being that you have spellcraft, and women have more powerful spellcraft. They can just mess it up. So because it's easier, because they were approached in the beginning first by the deceiver to it's like as a countermeasure to the spirited man. Then the deceiver will like interact with those people just because their proximity, and so like because they're like they can't affect you emotionally, it has to be through jeopardous conditions that are like perceivably hewn upon people because you know them, and like whether or not you're having a good effect, positive or negative effect. So like we gotta save humanity. But we already know, like when someone's like, the humanity, they're talking about like the brutality. They're talking about the senseless ness of like killing and the neglect of, or the piling up of a outcome that is unfavorable because of something we're ignoring, right? So if somebody's like, we have the resources and the opportunity to save humanity, it's always just going to be another career grift. It's just going to be another career move. Somebody carved out, or like they hacked through life. They hacked a new trail, like a new they carved out another path, because there would not be a path or a way or a trail or anything unless somebody cut it out for themselves. So because of their success, you can't, like you say, I'm not going to take credit for the way that you persistently hacked through the jungle. Obviously this is your trail, but it's not anybody's trail but the one who made it. Your path, your approach. This is your approach we're talking about. So you can reconsider sometimes how you want to go about doing things, You know, if we look at what you're trying to achieve, or what circumstances you're trying to remove, like you're living under the circumstances, so there might be peace, but it's not tranquility for you, then you have to change peace so that it means something that equals tranquility for you, and not a like there's this one corner that people keep going around and getting hit by the sniper, but there's no way for any of the people who get hit by the sniper to tell someone, don't, come around this way or something like that. So it's like only one that got like shot in the throat, and he is like trying to use hand sign signals and indicate, like that scene, and I don't know which movie it was, was Eastern Front or something, All's Quiet on the, I don't know if it's that one. So he deserves a medal, it's because like he stopped that like senseless, like there was like everybody who was getting the directives was to do exactly the thing that would get them killed. It takes somebody who's already clinging to life to even come up with a conveyance to let you know, so that it would stop. That's not saving humanity. That's not the same thing. It just becomes like it's like something for to tempt those who are into it, not into it, but into it. You know what I mean? Like tempt those who are knowledgeable to become God. Like tempt those who can demystify occult information to become God, and then that way distract you from reocculting and then disseminating in a message that is like what's it called? You can just say whether this is clandestine or not. I can't just tell you what is clandestine. It's already in the name. So like agency, right? It'll be a clandestine agency. It's afforded to them they just grant it to themselves because it's in the name. Just like Antifa or something like that. We're against fascism. Obviously, it's in the name. And, of course, I wouldn't do anything wrong because that's illegal. Duh. There's going to be chariots of those arguments, or there's going to be like people who are like the warlock for those, or the champion of that. Like before the age of lawyers, there was the age of champions, and there's going to be people championing dialectical religion, something that would like ignore one half of a dualistic paradigm in order to have the magical effect it's like on the population that they want to have. And it's just they're just feeding them to the Molech, or feeding you or us to the Molech, but it's by our own demand, like our own choice. This has to be our own choice. Now, if you couldn't bowl a strike without inflatable bumper tubes in the lanes, then we're competing with non-professional bowlers because they have the ability to not ever roll a gutter ball, right? It's like, how many strikes does it take for you to get struck out? Like 10? Like, might as well just pitch to our team, and then when it's your team's up to bat, just put the T-ball stand up there and just like put the ball there so they can and then hit the ball. But there's always going to, the reason that they're clinging on to relevance right now is because of the dialectics. We can say something in a way to move the goalpost and to drag your idealism into closer to an extreme polarity, and just happy to do that. So we will never be free from the hands of the wicked, ever. And even some of the wicked will come over to our side. They will see the reason, and it'll appeal to something within them that they never belonged to those evil forces from the get-go. And it'll just mean that they're more highborn. And so they lose in the one that recognizes that he's already lost only tries to deceive to bring more souls with him since he's already lost. But we might think that he's like well-intentioned and retarded or something like that, but it's really like shrewd, like slick, deceptive, occultic. Doesn't mean that occult is bad. You can't say something like that. There's redundancy in that statement, like saying that we're gonna save humanity to save all of the humans, you know what I mean, or mankind. Because how could you not want to repopulate? How could you not want to? Why would you want to just stand by and let the whole human race go into oblivion and just canceled out, so that there's nothing but animals on the planet because it was theirs first, and all these like moralistic reasons like this, like, oh, you shouldn't even save humanity because people are parasitical, which we are parasitical, but there's no sinister in motivation. There's no sinister motivation. It's just that choosing. You can choose to be ignorant or sightless or something. You can choose to ignore, and then so like you choose the cup of carnality because even when we know we're wrong, we just continue to argue adamantly something in the face of it's already been completely, you know, like the only thing they have to do left is to fuck with our language, mess up the language, messing with the language. Like it happened a couple decades before. So like the people who were first exposed to that, because like, you know, women are not brand specific and they're a little more susceptible. They can deliver it in a wholesome way. Like they can recharge the paradigm with their wholesomeness. Because if they're wholesome and they're saying these dialectical it's linguistic, you know what I mean? Like if they do it in a wholesome way, then it keeps that alive, and then later on it changes in a way that it's on us to figure it out now. It's not on the previous generation that might have succumbed to some dialectical linguistics, like some magician stuff. Like they might have said, like, you know, oh, you're beautiful because you're mixed or something. Like mixed kids always come out all right because, you know, we're the furthest thing from inbreeding, right? But it's an overcorrection. Like you know, I can't uphold either one of the two cultures that came together to make me. I can appreciate them, but I can do nothing for them to uphold them. Same way that white liberal women can't do anything to uphold, like because they're more susceptible on a preliminary, like on like the enemy uses your family members. He even uses your children, where he can't get to you. Use them to get to you. That's why it still exists, because you can't do anything about it. You know, like it's just what's it called? A never-ending story. You could see people learning the same lessons that have been learned through time immemorial. Like, oh, why don't we already innately understand? Because you can't use logic and reason for everything to get to everything. Like the way that they do to, what's it called? Deconstruct our language. And then put it back together. Like, we saved you from duality. Like, nobody is free from duality till the final revelation. It's a gift. It's actually a polarity is a gift. It's mortality, because death is a necessary means to an end. it's impossible for you to be afraid of dying when you're tired. Like when you get tired of everything and you're sick and tired of everything, even if you were a sinner your whole life, like, you're not going to be scared of dying. If you're running on less liters of blood, or you feel like falling asleep, then it will, like, graciously accept the death. You know, like, geez, I just want to take a nap. Anyways, see you guys.